Welcome. Today we cover 10 key matches for Saturday, February 14th. We've analyzed the latest form and stats to bring you the best winning edge. Let's jump straight into the first analysis. The Derby d'Italia arrives with massive implications, featuring two giants who rarely hold back in their offensive pursuits. Inter Milan remains a powerhouse at the San Siro, utilizing a high-intensity tactical system that consistently creates scoring opportunities through midfield dominance and wide transitions. Their ability to find the net at home is nearly unmatched, though their aggressive style often leaves space for opponents to exploit on the break. Juventus arrives in clinical form, showing great proficiency in vertical attacks and set-piece situations. While they maintain a solid tactical shape, the sheer individual quality of their forward line often ensures they capitalize on even the smallest defensive lapses. Statistical trends for this iconic rivalry show a frequent pattern of goals at both ends when both squads are in peak physical condition. Given the stakes and the attacking mindset of both managers, we expect a dynamic encounter where both goalkeepers will be forced into action. Prediction: both teams to score. Celta Vigo travels to face Espanyol in a fixture where the visitors' attacking consistency is the key factor. Celta has maintained a productive offensive record lately, showing great tactical fluidity and an ability to create high-quality chances through quick transitions and effective wing play. Their forward line is in peak form, consistently finding ways to exploit defensive gaps even against organized opponents. On the other hand, Espanyol has struggled to maintain clean sheets at home, often showing vulnerabilities when faced with high-pressure attacking rotations and set-piece situations. Statistical data suggests that Celta Vigo has a strong historical trend of finding the net in their recent away games, regardless of the final result. With their current momentum and clinical finishing, we expect the visitors to maintain their scoring streak and successfully break through the home defense at least once during this match. Prediction: Celta Vigo to score. Getafe faces Villarreal in a matchup where tactical intensity and frequent disruptions are expected to define the flow of the game. Getafe is well known for their aggressive defensive style, consistently leading the league in fouls committed as they aim to break the opponent's rhythm through physical challenges. Their tactical approach often forces matches into a fragmented pace, especially when playing at home against technically superior sides. Villarreal, while more focused on possession, often gets drawn into these physical battles, leading to a high number of defensive interventions. Statistical data shows that encounters involving Getafe frequently exceed the average foul count in La Liga. With both teams fighting for points and a strict referee, we expect a combative atmosphere. The total fouls should surpass the 26.5 line. Prediction: total fouls, over 26.5. Sevilla hosts Alaves in a fixture where wide offensive play is expected to generate a high number of set-piece opportunities. Sevilla traditionally relies on heavy wing involvement and frequent crosses into the box, a tactical approach that naturally results in many corner kicks at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Their ability to sustain pressure in the final third often forces defenders to clear the ball behind the goal line. Alaves, while more defensive, utilizes quick counterattacks and long balls to the flanks, which also contributes to the overall corner count. Statistical data shows both teams participate in matches that frequently clear the 7.5 line, especially when Sevilla dictates the tempo at home. Given the attacking urgency for both sides and the constant aerial threats in the box, we expect a high volume of corners throughout the 90 minutes. Prediction: total corners, over 7.5. Real Madrid hosts Real Sociedad at the Santiago Bernabeu in a clash where offensive quality is expected to shine on both sides. Real Madrid remains a scoring powerhouse at home, consistently finding the net through their elite individual talents and rapid transitions. However, their aggressive high line has recently shown vulnerabilities, often conceding goals to teams capable of technical build-up play. Real Sociedad fits this profile perfectly, possessing a creative midfield and a disciplined attacking structure that excels at exploiting defensive gaps. Statistical trends show that meetings between these two clubs frequently result in both teams finding the net, given their shared commitment to offensive football. With both squads fighting for top positions and boasting in-form strikers, we expect a dynamic encounter where neither side manages to keep a clean sheet throughout the game. Prediction: both teams to score. Real Madrid hosts Real Sociedad at the Santiago Bernabeu in a clash where offensive quality is expected to shine on both sides. Real Madrid remains a scoring powerhouse at home, consistently finding the net through their elite individual talents and rapid transitions. However, their aggressive high line has recently shown vulnerabilities, often conceding goals to teams capable of technical build-up play. Real Sociedad fits this profile perfectly, possessing a creative midfield and a disciplined attacking structure that excels at exploiting defensive gaps. Statistical trends show that meetings between these two clubs frequently result in both teams finding the net, given their shared commitment to offensive football. With both squads fighting for top positions and boasting in-form strikers, we expect a dynamic encounter where neither side manages to keep a clean sheet throughout the game. Prediction: both teams to score. Hoffenheim enters this Bundesliga clash as a strong favorite, looking to extend an impressive streak of 7 consecutive home victories at the Pre-Zero Arena. The hosts have displayed remarkable firepower lately, scoring at least 3 goals in 6 of those home wins, led by the clinical finishing of Andrej Kramaric. While they recently suffered a heavy defeat against league leaders Bayern Munich, their domestic form remains formidable with a 70% home win rate this season. Conversely, Freiburg has struggled significantly on their travels, managing only 1 victory in their last 9 away league fixtures. They often struggle to maintain defensive discipline late in matches, conceding 17 of their 22 away goals in the second half. Given Hoffenheim's offensive momentum and Freiburg's ongoing inconsistency away from home, we expect the hosts to control the pace and secure the 3 points. Prediction: Hoffenheim win. Bayern Munich visits Werder Bremen in a dominant position, sitting top of the Bundesliga with 17 wins and only 1 defeat this season. The Bavarians enter this clash in clinical form, having recently hammered Hoffenheim 5-1, with Luis Diaz netting a hat-trick. Historically, Bayern has completely dominated this fixture, winning their last 18 away matches against Bremen in all competitions. Werder Bremen, currently 16th, is winless in their last 11 league games and has struggled significantly to keep clean sheets against top-tier opposition. With Bayern averaging over 3 goals per match and boasting an exceptional away record, they are expected to control the tempo from the opening whistle. Given the tactical gap and current momentum, a straightforward away victory for the league leaders is the most likely outcome during this encounter. Prediction: Bayern Munich win. Stuttgart enters this Bundesliga fixture as the strong favorite, looking to maintain their impressive home form at the MHP Arena. The hosts have been formidable lately, securing 7 wins in their last 10 home matches while averaging over 2 goals per game. Their tactical dominance and high shot volume make them difficult to contain, especially against teams with defensive vulnerabilities. Koln has struggled significantly on the road, remaining winless in their last 6 away league outings and failing to maintain clean sheets. Historically, Stuttgart has dominated this matchup, remaining undefeated in their last 7 encounters against Koln in all competitions. Given the superior home momentum and statistical edge in both attack and defense, we expect a straightforward performance and a victory for the hosts. Prediction: Stuttgart win. Marseille hosts Strasbourg in a Ligue 1 clash where both teams have recently demonstrated remarkable offensive firepower. The home side is extremely dangerous at the Stade Velodrome, imposing a high tempo and consistently finding the back of the net through creative midfield play. However, their aggressive style often leaves significant gaps in defense, which visiting teams frequently exploit. Strasbourg is currently in a strong run of form regarding efficiency, relying on rapid transitions and sharp counterattacks that can surprise any backline. Statistical data shows that both clubs have scored in the majority of their recent head-to-head encounters, confirming an open and attack-oriented style of play. Given the urgent need for points on both sides, we expect a dynamic match where the net will be found at both ends of the pitch. Prediction: both teams to score. That is all for today's matches. See you in the next one.